But God, by definition, is pure simplicity. And the things of God are quite simple. Little children can understand the things of God. And Jesus said, it is of such as these, meaning the children, that the kingdom of heaven is comprised. And you must become, if you would enter the kingdom of heaven, you must become like little children. Now, what does that mean? That means that you have to be simple. You have to be childlike. Let me tell you one of the most frightening things about being sophisticated and or educated. Now, education is a great thing. I have education. I have some education. I have more education than most people. By the grace of God, I have 5 university degrees. That's a lot of education. But I can tell you one of the most frightening things about education is that if you're not careful, very quickly you can begin to think you know something, and you really don't. We can begin to think we're, as my grandmother used to say, too big for our britches. You know, we begin to think, hey, look how smart I am. See how much I know. See how many degrees I have. See all those initials after my name indicating how smart I am. Listen, it's entirely possible to be educated into imbecility. Make no mistake about it. You can be educated right out of common sense, and it happens every day. And one of the worst occupational hazards of educated people, and that includes priests, theologians, teachers, doctors, lawyers, those are wonderful professions. And that education is a great and noble thing. But one of the occupational hazards is that we can be so blinded by our own light that we begin to think we're the source of our own glory. I just gave a definition of Lucifer, the fallen angel, the brightest of the angels. That very word means light of the morning or morning star. One of the most intelligent of the angels. Problem was he knew it. And he was blinded by that. It's called arrogance. And he began to think he was smarter than God. Do you understand that today a lot of people think they're smarter than God? Even in the church, we run into it. There are people who think they're smarter than the Holy Father, that they know more than the collected wisdom passed down to us through the ages. They reject the teaching in the catechism and so forth. This is not education. Authentic education is a journey into the truth. That's a simple definition, but a true one. Authentic education will lead you more deeply into the truth, not away from it. Very often, this occupational hazard of arrogance will result in people saying, oh, rosary, I don't do that. That bores me. That's an old lady's prayer. I like it when they say that. Believe me, heaven is paved with such, quote, old ladies. They have prayed for me for many years, and probably just about any good that I will ever do will be because of their help. And so don't discount the power of such simple prayer.